We're live.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Don. It's Richlings podcast. You're not going to introduce yourself, nigga? Like, damn.
Palmcast. I do. I think one of us should do all the intro, but I guess
You do all the intro, then.
it's too. All right. From now on, I'll do all the intros.
Yeah,
I
you
have
sound like,
I've got the radio voice anyway.
yeah, you do. I don't.
No, I don't know about all that. So what's up, man? It's been a while.
Yeah, man. It has been a while. I was down there in South Florida, uh, for like maybe a day and a half.
For your birthday, thoughting it up, right?
No, I was with my girlfriend and we went to Trinidad.
Oh
So
shit,
that shit was pretty lit.
that's some baller shit right there.
Just trying to enjoy life, man. Like I don't know. She's a good one, bro. But she's pissed me the fuck off, bro. Like that girl is making me fucking mad. All right, I just not all the time, but like just women, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not really like what she does. It's just her being a woman, and women are fucking. You know what I'm saying? They just fucking annoying.
I
So
guess, yeah. Well, women are annoying. Well, not all of them, but
yeah, no, all of them are. Like, they all are. Like if you're around them long enough, that's with anybody. But
yeah, that's
they'll know you.
anybody.
But they'll know you in a way that other other like men wouldn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it's like I think that way is probably the more of the annoying. That's more aggravating, right? So they know how to get on the nigga skin. They just do. So yeah,
you gotta take the
um,
good with the bad.
I understand that, but like, bro, like the problem is that my problem with women in general is like, dog, like when you're dating one, it's like they have really slick mouths, and it's like, which is fine because I have a slick mouth too, but it's like the thing with them is they just be saying shit and they don't know how that comes across. So and then when you tell them about it, like later on, they'll dead ass forget the shit. Like they brain just filter that shit out completely, and it's like you'll tell them like, hey, this, that, and the third happened. They'll really dead ass won't remember, and that's the crazy thing. And they'll be slick all they want, and you could get slick back with them. And then once you make them cry, you're the bad guy.
Well,
So
yeah.
right, so which is right, right. So which is okay, understandable. That's like law, right? You can't don't make her cry.
Yeah, you
So
can't make
then
girls cry out here. Come
you
on,
can't
man.
make girls cry. I'm not saying you should like go straight for the jugular every time, but it's like you can't really, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't really like you can't go back and forth like you can with one of your niggas. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like, bam. Now there's hold on. So now there's only what you can do is you can do one or two things. Well, yeah, one of the two things since the third one making them cry is not an option. One, you can ignore it, right? And not just ignore it, right? Like it never happened. Or two, you could tell her how you feel and then go from there and try to work on it, right?
Mhm.
And you kind of have to, out of the two, with me in particular, like if I ignore it, then what's going to happen is it's going to proliferate to like me ignoring more things that come out your mouth that are probably relevant to whatever you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because
So you're just
as
gonna
you
start ignoring her completely?
not off top, but it's like you can't. For example, if you keep ignoring something that somebody be saying, eventually you're gonna accidentally ignore things that are important. Naturally, you just will.
Yeah, that's true.
You just will because you have a habit of just like filtering they shit out, right?
Yeah.
So that's that. But then that may lead to like even more problems because now you're not listening to her, and she already said I don't listen anyways.
Yeah.
So it's like
Well.
whatever, and so now you now have to choose default to hey, we need to talk about this shit because like bro, like this shit isn't okay, and when we talk about it, motherfuckers get defensive.
Well, that's human nature, bro.
And it's like, bro, like I don't have time for this shit. And it's like sometimes, like, bro, I don't like. I be one of dead ass, like, be like, you know what? I have a lot of nigga ways that's still stuck in me that I haven't really like alleviated from, or just kind of like fully like broken away from.
Mhm.
And they're not in the front of my lobe in my head, but they're in the back. So it's like I keep battling that old me, and I keep trying to work towards that new version of who I'm trying to be. And it's like, dog, like you can't be talking to a nigga crazy, bro. Not, and she probably don't even know she's doing it on purpose. And I be telling her sometimes, but it's like, dog, like I'm not the one, dog. Like I'm not even put my hands on you, but
uh,
like you really don't know who you fucking talking to. Like
Yeah.
I would really like ruin your day. So
Wow.
and that's what you have to do as a man. You can't have every conversation with your girl, bro. Which you can't. You gotta ignore some shit.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to because like bro, like these conversations, yeah, they're uncomfortable and yeah, it's better to have those conversations, but it's like, bro, you don't want that conversation to end up being in a worse leave you guys in a worse state than before than if you didn't have a conversation with her.
I can't really what's the word I'm looking for?
Relate? Because
Yeah,
you out
there we
here
go.
thoughting.
Because I'm not out here in a
You out here
committed
thoughting. You
relationship.
had that thought life.
Well, maybe, but it's so easy to just not ever talk to a girl again. You know what I mean?
Exactly. But you have
So
to right, exactly. But now right. So
that's the
now it's
that's the
like the
problem. You get used
right.
to that mindset. It's like, oh, you're boring, and just never talk to you again.
And me being, and that's the old me, like me being a single nigga as long as I have been, is like, dog, like, I don't gotta deal with this shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I really
yeah.
don't. Like, I have no, I literally do not have to deal with this shit.
That's the problem with being single for so long. You just went, fuck it.
Yeah, you're okay with saying fuck it. But now it's like, if you really care about this person, you want to have something with this person, you need to have these conversations.
Yeah,
That's
you
fucking
went on
annoying.
vacation, so that's already like that's a step that I guess means you're trying to be serious, but who knows?
Nah, bro, I wanna marry her ultimately, but it's like, bro, like you gotta calm that shit down, bro, because that's like the only thing about that be pissing me the fuck off, bro. Like that's the only thing that aggravates me. Everything else, like, she's perfect, bro. I don't have like, but just that thing, bro. Like, I have to somehow nip that shit in the bud because I'm not the one, bro. Like, you not gonna be out here just like making me feel some type of way and expecting me to actually like listen to what you say going forward or not responding to you in a way that I felt like you should be responding to. So, but yeah, enough about that.
Yeah,
That's my little rant
that's your emotional troubles of the week,
of the yeah. That was like not
of the
even of the
day.
week. That happened like a few hours ago, nigga.
Okay.
Like,
Oh, this is fresh
so
off the.
check this out,
Yeah, okay, I get
because
it.
you know where all this came.
It
You know
came
where this
out.
came from, right? This all came from I did a 23andMe shit,
Oh
and
yeah.
yeah, I found out like I'm like have like 10% like European. I'm 10% white, right?
Mm.
And I'm like 88% like West African,
No, everybody
and
is now.
yeah.
Fucking Black Panther got everybody trying to check where they from.
I mean, I've been put that shit in before Black Panther came out, but we're not even gonna
Well,
sit here and do
okay,
all that. And
bro.
I'm just saying, bro.
Oh,
I
you
have a
West African
confirmation.
now. All right.
Listen, all
I'm
I'm saying is
100%
that
West African. I don't need
listen.
no
All
one
I'm
to check
saying is,
it.
if you don't believe me, I can show you the timestamp of which I submitted my
Here's
DNA
here's
sample.
the
So
here's the easy
don't
part for
do me
me,
like that. I haven't seen the fucking movie,
bro.
nigga. So
Oh man.
that's how you know that I'm being authentic with this shit because I haven't
Oh
even seen the
bro.
damn movie.
It's
I haven't
so
even seen the
crazy.
movie.
I went to see it earlier today. And here's the thing. You just see niggas walking around in like the generic dashikis, the fucking
Yeah.
fresh off the press dashikis. It's insane. And now everybody wants to be African. And I'm thinking it's good, I guess. Little African kids aren't gonna get bullied, but it's like these regular ass niggas just like, oh yeah, I'm 10% West African. I'm like, nigga, I'm
Nigga,
100% West African. Fuck it.
nigga out here wearing a dashiki with some J's on.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it's
that's a real
like,
thing now. That's a look, bro. That's don't even. That's not
oh
even
my
a joke.
gosh,
That's like a real statement.
that's just crazy.
It's.
That's fucking
I'm gonna have
wild.
to start G checking people on some African shit. Like, oh, where you from? Where your grandma from? Like that type of shit.
You gotta throw out that
It's.
23andMe results, man. Keep that
Yeah,
shit
pull up your
documented.
result. Yeah, exactly. You want to rock with that
Where that
shit?
sample at, nigga?
Bro, it's so crazy. But I
That's
watched it, and I don't know if other African people have said anything, but the accents are like, boy, come on, bro. It's like when you really know like real Africans and you heard that
hmm
real accent before, they tried, but it's like, oh, come on, man, this shit is crazy. But the
yeah.
movie, the movie's straight. The movie's straight, but
I heard that. Do you think that it met the hype? Because I heard from everybody that it's really good, but
yeah,
I
but
feel
that's
like
just
to
on some
me it
black
hasn't met
shit.
the. No, but I heard it hasn't met the hype that was associated with it. I heard it's really good. I heard it's probably best Marvel movie or probably the best movie of the year, whatever people want to deem it as. But the overall hype, which is exceeding those accolades, whatever that that like category is,
I could say
it really didn't meet that expectation.
it met most expectations, especially since it's a superhero movie. It
Yeah,
was
that's true.
fun, it was engaging, it was funny. The story was good and all that shit. It's like if you want to not like it, you have to nitpick. So that's how you could tell
Mm,
it's a good movie. You have to like say,
mm,
oh, the accents weren't 100%, but like it's never gonna be
right.
100%. So it was a
Yeah.
good movie, but it was a good movie. But the way people are describing it, don't let that. I heard someone say it was transformative. I said, get the fuck out of here, bro. Transformative,
I
Avengers
mean,
movie, like you're bugging.
it clearly has or it is because if you ever look at fucking IG, you know what I'm saying? There's all
Yeah,
type of Black
but
Panther memes and shit.
yeah,
I don't see movies making memes anymore. Like not even anymore, just period. So
yeah,
it's doing something, nigga.
it's
Like
definitely culturally
even if
relevant.
it's yeah, but yeah. I don't know, man. Like, I
It's a
haven't
good
seen it, so I
it's a
can't
good
talk shit,
movie.
so
It's a
I
good
haven't seen it.
movie. I'd never pay to see Avengers or superhero movies, and this still falls in that category for me. But I paid to see it because um, black people are out here checking you on it. So, but I
Yeah,
think it was.
I didn't see it.
I think you could watch it, or really the only reason you wouldn't want to wait is so it doesn't get spoiled, because then eventually niggas is gonna spoil it for you. But it's all regular shit. It's a good movie.
Right.
It's all regular shit. But you know what I really wanted to talk about? Did you see? Do you ever watch The Breakfast Club? You ever see? Did you see that Monique interview this week?
I haven't seen that interview this week. I haven't seen a lot of shit this week, bro. I
Yeah.
just yeah, go ahead. What was that about?
Let me. But you heard about Monique when she was trying to boycott Netflix, right?
Mm-hmm.
You heard about that shit? So she came
Yeah.
on and Charlamagne like gave her a donkey the other day, and then she came on to his show. I think yesterday or the day before yesterday, and she essentially said, so she comes in. Let me just like set it up. She comes in like on some real like black grandma shit, like I'm your auntie type of shit. She's like, hello my loves, hello hello hello, how are you doing? She's like hugging people and shit, and like talking to people in that like I'm your auntie voice. And
Mm-hmm.
so she they have her husband on the line, her who's also her manager, and off rip she says, do you want me to start off, daddy, or do you want to start? I was like, all right, first of all, you're like 55, or we're 55 fucking years old. Vibe, like, just chill the fuck out on this daddy shit. And I think her husband might be younger than her, and it's so weird. I was like, please just leave that daddy shit at home, because it's not cute when like someone who's old enough to be your mom is like, it's just like, oh daddy, okay, let's start off daddy. I was like, that's fucking disturbing.
It's pretty
And so
disgusting.
basically, let me just ask you this: did you see Last Christmas?
No,
Did you see Bessie?
no.
Uh,
I think I might have seen Last Christmas, but I don't remember.
yeah, it's not
No,
it's not a memorable film. Did you see
right.
Precious?
I did see Precious.
All right, so 1 out of 3. Did you ever watch the Queens of Comedy?
Yes. Well, some of it. Yeah, I'll chalk that up as a yes.
Did you see
Yeah.
Monique Set?
Monique when she was on.
Yeah, the Queens of Comedy.
Um,
Have you
she,
ever seen her stand up?
I saw her. I didn't see her watch all the way through, bro. Because there are only a handful of women that are funny to me, so I
Oh
don't.
fuck, that's
I,
problematic.
I know, so it is a problematic. Like
Hey, but
call it what you want,
but
bro. Like, I
whole,
don't care.
but her whole thing is I'm a legend. She says she's a legend like Dave Chappelle. She's a legend like
Honestly, she's a legend, but not in that retro. She's not in that aspect.
in
Like she's
stand
not a
up
legend in
comedy.
stand up. No, she's a leg. She's a figure, a icon for like I guess BET Entertainment to some degree,
But
like
is that
Black
an
Entertainment.
but is her resume enough to just get her like that type of $13 million off rip?
It depends what it is.
She wants to do a stand up special for Netflix. She went to Netflix and she said and they said, we'll give you 500 K, and she was like, I'm a legend, pay me what I deserve or whatever, which is reasonable, because that's what that's the sentiment a lot of black people are saying now, and I would definitely get behind that. People getting paid what they're owed, but
But
she
honestly,
hasn't.
you don't get paid what you deserve. You get paid what you negotiate. So
That's a
like
that's a good point.
that. I mean, she
But she was
Honestly,
there
bro,
to
like,
negotiate, but Netflix wasn't negotiating with her. That's at least what she says. She didn't make a counter offer because Netflix was like, we're not even hearing counter offers, and negotiations are over or some shit like that. And then
yo, honestly, bro, like, it's hard for me to make a say anything about it because I don't care about her stand up, bro. Like, I don't care about most women stand ups.
you
No,
see,
no, like,
I
and
wouldn't say most women. I fuck with a lot of women stand up, but I
which one?
think
There's a
I think
handful of them
she
that are funny, like dead ass for 13 million, bro. Like,
not even
that's
for 13 million. There's a lot of funny females. I just think Monique is not hot right now, and I wouldn't even like. I can't remember a set that I've ever seen of her stand up, and I watch stand up like religiously, and
I
I'm
do feel like
interested in hearing what these
that one
comedians
lady's funny.
say.
I forgot her name. What's her? The short hair lady.
Short
She
hair.
you know she's funny, bro.
Who we talking about? Wanda Sykes.
Wanda Sykes, she's funny.
Yeah, Wanda Sykes is a legend in stand up. Everyone knows she's funny.
She's a fucking legend.
Yeah, but the thing
Um,
is, they didn't pay her either.
but so that means she probably shouldn't get paid then, nigga. Like if Wanda Sykes should get paid, nigga, that you should not be getting paid.
Yeah,
Like,
you see.
but honestly, my thing is this: the way I look at anything when it comes to entertainment, whether it's music or even anything that's marketing type of, if it's really good, it's gonna find you. At the end of the day, it's gonna find you. Like Monique's stand up never really actually found me to be like, damn, bro, like this is some. I mean, it found me, but I didn't like it, right? So that means people fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are fucking with it. Maybe not be me necessarily, but Wanda Sykes found me too. We're like, no, like she's fucking funny, bro.
Yeah.
Like her voice is kind of annoying, but whatever, right?
Yeah, I don't
She's
know what
low
that's
key kind of
about, but
she low key kind of funny. So I'm not even mad about it. So I feel like more people will go to a Wanda Sykes stand up before a Monique stand
yeah,
up.
but that was a long time ago that she tried to get that set up. All I'm saying is I can't remember a single one of Monique's shit. Like I didn't watch the Parkers or whatever else she was on. I barely remember Precious. So it's
I
like
did watch the Parkers.
yeah. So I didn't watch it. So like I don't even have like a base. So I don't think I should be talking about it like that.
It's just like I don't feel like she's. I don't know if legend. That's a really strong title.
Hey,
Man. Like,
well, Charlamagne called her a legend. Everyone in the room called her a legend. So she went with the
she
legend thing.
she's a legend, but I don't know if it would be actually stand up. I wouldn't.
Yeah,
Give it
I
to
don't.
stand
When I think her name, I don't think stand up
up.
comic.
Me
But I
neither.
think that's where she started though. So I think that's
Yeah,
where she started. But
right.
but the whole thing she had was like, why are you calling your black women a donkey? And Charlamagne, you don't care about black women. And I'm like, this is the dude that's been pushing Tiffany Haddish for like the last however many months or some shit. On every time he gets to talk about her, he talks about Tiffany Haddish. And so it's like, how can you say that he doesn't love black women when the last couple of months, all I ever hear him talk about is Tiffany Haddish. Oh, Tiffany Haddish is next. Tiffany Haddish is hilarious. Tiffany Haddish this. And just because it's not you, it's like, oh, you hate black people. And then now it's like Netflix didn't give her what she thinks she deserves. It's like Netflix hates black people. So it's like, but they gave a bunch of black writers money.
People be out here pulling that race card, like, and like honestly, sometimes I get it. Sometimes the race card is necessary, but other times it's like, bro, like it gets pulled so willy nilly, bro, to the point where now I see why people be looking at us like all y'all niggas want to do is just like be extra,
Victims.
and they just mark us off. They just kind of dismiss us as an entire group because like that shit gets pulled so often. And I hate sounding like, oh, I'm the nigga who don't like black people. But
Yeah,
bro,
exactly.
like some shit be sounding like, come on, fam. Like,
But I don't think you're alone in that because a lot of people are saying what you're saying, and then there's a lot of people saying that you're wrong to say that. Like you have to support black women regardless, or some type of shit like that. So it's like I feel like she just doesn't have the juice. Like I think it's so simple. She's got no juice right now. You can't demand $13 million and you have nothing to back it up with other than I did a bunch of these old movies. And Last Christmas is not something I'm gonna bank my fucking bank account on. Like that fucking, I don't even remember that movie. Bessie, Precious was like however many years ago. It was a drama. You're coming to do stand up. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
I don't know. That shit just seems so strange to me.
Yeah. I don't know. She's whatever.
Yeah, and then she called out Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, Amy Schumer. They all got paid mad money, but the thing is, all of them did crazy tours before they had these deals. So she's like,
Bro,
um,
those niggas are slap legends on under every aspect of comedy. Like, what do
yeah,
you even, bro?
except
Shut your
Amy
ass up.
Schumer, but like,
And
so
honestly, I understand how some women, um, they're like, oh yeah, like they don't get recognized the same way as
yeah.
male black comedians, right? But
But she's saying
a
black
nigga,
female comedians are
that's
getting
what I'm saying.
mistreated at Netflix. I can't name 5 black
Black
female
comedians,
comedians.
female comedians. There's not, there aren't that many, bro.
I don't know. Maybe there is, and we're not looking. That's the thing.
And that's a problem then.
Because I think Jackie Fabulous, Tiffany Haddish, I think Michelle Wolf is like half black, but she looks white as shit. So I'm not sure. Jessica and Phoebe from Two Dope Queens. I think that's 5. That's those, and they're young and they're not legends. So it's like, and they got HBO deals. So HBO is checking out HBO, Showtime. They're both looking for black females because they both have black females on their platform. So why didn't Monique just go there instead of like? And maybe she did go there, and they don't want her either. So but I don't know.
Maybe, and I think Netflix is clearly it's the most heavily streamed like
Yeah,
service there is. So I mean, I could get why she probably wanted to that Netflix deal
yeah. But
badly.
she's saying that the part of the deal was that she couldn't perform for a year or 2 years or something like that, which is strange because every comedian I've ever heard of that puts out their special, they just have new material ready. You don't put out a special and then do the same material from that special. So it's like you're maybe you're just doing local shows in your hometown or whatever, or in your home area if you're in LA or New York, whatever, and then you build a new set and then you go out and tour that. But
Hmm.
it sounds like she's saying that there was some kind of deal where she couldn't go out and tour for 2 years or some shit, which seems implausible.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Whatever.
that shit is weird. But I just wanted to talk about that shit because it seemed like a lot of people were like, "Oh, Charlemagne is like a coon or some shit," and I feel like that's like a hot thing to throw around, like, "Oh, you're not black enough." And for me, it's
Yeah.
always been like, anytime
Well,
anyone would say
I
that,
don't even know what it even mean anymore.
it's like
Like,
if you
what
don't
does that
support
even
black
mean?
people regardless, then you're not black enough. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's what that
So
means.
if you're critical of someone trying to make a movement or some shit, even if you don't agree with it, it's like, oh wow, Uncle Tom, Uncle Ruckus, like that's the
So
type of shit
even
they
if
throw
it's
around.
something that's morally like wrong,
I don't think
right?
she's morally wrong. I just think she's incorrect. Like she
I'm just
jumped the
saying in
gun here.
general.
Yeah,
I'm saying in
yeah,
general. I feel like
yeah,
people saying you're not. What is? I mean, you're not black enough, nigga. Like, what
yeah,
does that even fucking mean?
yeah,
Like, who are you talking about? What are you talking about? And it's
yeah.
like, all right, well, if someone's doing something that I don't support because I feel like it's just wrong, then does that mean I'm not black enough? Then in that retrospect, or is it just when he's just trying to advance himself uh, as a person, and I don't support them, then that means I'm not black enough. Like I just feel like that term really gets thrown around. It's like, bro, I don't know anymore, bro. I don't know what I am anymore. That's why I had to do that 23andMe years old. So
Oh, so
whatever.
now you can just be like, I'm a Caucasian,
Like what? It's okay.
transracial.
Like you're right. I'm not black enough according to my results. So
Yeah,
it's okay. So leave
yeah.
me alone.
Well, hey
Fuck
man,
these
it's
niggas.
fucking ridiculous. I was what was I was watching some shit. I was on Instagram and NBA Youngboy. His have you seen? I know
Mm-hmm.
this is kind of old, but we haven't talked in a while. You see NBA Youngboy. His girlfriend got his name tattooed on her face.
Mm,
Fuck,
no,
this nigga's like what, 19 years old, 18 years old. This girl's probably the same
man,
age.
no.
Bro, what are you doing? You know what? I got a theory though. Check this out. Young Thug is always leaving like super sauce bossy comments under his friends and people he's trying to sign or whatever Instagram. So
Mm-hmm.
he'll leave like a comment like "I cherish the air you breathe" or some shit under another nigga's picture, right? So
Mm-hmm.
NBA YoungBoy got a giant tattoo, not a giant tattoo, but a giant chain of Young Thug, right?
Mm-hmm.
A Young Thug is leaving these weird ass comments, like
On
I'll
under
drink,
his
yeah,
pictures.
under his pictures, like just trying to show love, but like show appreciation, but he's showing like way more than appreciation. So my theory is this girl sees Young Thug trying to take her man, and she's like, you know what? I have to one up him. I'm gonna get this dude's name tattooed on my face. which I think is it's a battle for NBA YoungBoy's heart, which I don't think he has one. The way this nigga be screaming on Instagram,
Well, I don't follow him on Instagram. I
bro.
don't even be on
Don't
Instagram
don't you will
often.
you will
Bro,
feel like
like,
you will feel like he's assaulting you. He's like he'll just get on Instagram, yo, pussy ass rappers. I'm like, what is going on? He just start cursing people out on Instagram. What's the point of that? Why do you do that? He's just like, all these pussy ass rappers, oh no, pussy ass, you know me. I was like, all right, man, just fucking rap, bro. Get out of the hood. What's going on?
yeah, I don't know, bro. Even my boy Kodak Black, man, the niggas back
Oh
in
yeah, but
prison again. Like,
that's not that's just on him being stupid. We talked about that, didn't we?
that niggas, somebody need to manage that nigga, bro. Like,
Nah, there's
I don't
no
know what's going on.
you
That
can't
nigga's.
manage that.
I mean, I see. He gonna have to figure that shit on his own,
Yeah,
bro.
you gonna figure it out in jail,
But Kevin
nigga.
Gates getting out though.
Yeah, I guess. Like I don't really listen to Kevin Gates, so
I do. So I fuck
doesn't
with Gates.
doesn't
Even though
matter
he
to
be
me.
doing some other stuff, huh?
Doesn't matter to me. Oh,
I like his music.
YG dropped that Suwoop song. Heard that shit?
No, I
Oh,
haven't.
bro, it is super blood. It's like, bro, he got shot, and I thought he was gonna get out the game. It seems like he rededicated his life to being a blood, because that's what that song sounds like. It's like, I'm a gang banging ass dad. I was like, oh my god, this is too much. I thought you were getting out of the game.
I
He's
did listen
fully
to
black
Nipsey
in.
Hussle. Listen Nipsey Hussle.
Yo, that shit is fire.
Final lap.
Victory lap. Come on, final lap.
Victory
You
lap.
just
Final
disrespect
lap.
the nigga like that.
I'm
Final,
sorry.
final
You're right.
lap.
You're
What the
absolutely.
fuck?
You know what? You know what? I'm not even gonna sit here and I have no rebuttal. I do apologize because I listened to that shit like kind of like every since it came out. I've been listening to it
Yeah,
quite
man.
often.
That
So
shit is
I should have known.
that
But
shit
what
is
I am gonna say
fire.
is this: I feel like the content there really to me is no real like content to me there. Like,
It's
even if it's
rap.
supposed to be about him talking shit, I feel like he's not talking he's not really he's not snapping when it comes to talking shit. I am gonna say the songs I've heard, I fuck with them. I like a lot of like the tracks and the beats go hard. Like a lot
Yeah.
of these beats are hard as fuck.
Hmm.
Especially so Sucker Proof was probably that beat's tough.
Yeah.
And the one he did with YG, which is like I kind of went mainstream or whatever. So
That went
um,
mainstream?
it's on the radio and
Oh,
shit.
I
Last
didn't
time
even
I
know.
checked.
Yeah. Last
So
time
that's
that
just.
I
I mean, I fuck with the album. It just does. It's to me. It's just he's not ripping that shit like I don't know, like I would want him to, bro. Like I just wish that he just like just was snapping.
Yeah, I think it was great, but it's whatever.
But you listen to what he's saying though. Like, have you listened to what he's saying? Because
Uh,
I'm not saying be ultimate ass nigga of like consciousness heart type. I'm just saying like, bro, you gonna talk shit, ignorant shit, nigga, like
I don't think
snap,
it was
bro.
ignorant shit
Even
though.
some of the shit was ignorant, bro. Like just
Uh,
listen to it. It was just some I got money, nigga, ignorant nigga shit. Like check me out, blah blah blah. Right?
nah, but he's.
Even
Go ahead.
what?
Go ahead.
And I'm saying that because like I feel like it, he should have did a better. I felt like the content really wasn't that like deep, but I listened to the whole album, but I still it just sounds like I don't know. It's I fuck with it because I just do, but I just feel like he could have like ripped it better.
I don't
Like a
know.
lot of these songs, I did like the Kendrick track when he did the
Hmm.
dedication.
Yeah.
I did like that shit. Kendrick snapped on that shit.
I don't know.
Um,
Are you looking for like specific bars or like lines when you
no,
listen to
no,
songs like that?
I'm not looking for specific bars. I'm looking for like nigga. If you're gonna be out here saying even Kodak don't say no deep lyrical shit, but it's like dog, like he don't make music aggressive nigga music like that. I feel like on this album it was kind of aggressive. If you listen to this man tone and his cadence, it sounds really aggressive, but he's not really saying shit, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you're not snapping, bro. You feel me? Like
Mm-hmm.
I want you to be like saying some shit. Oh my, that nigga said this like that. I mean, I'm not saying like some ultimate ass bar, but it's like nigga, like say some shit, bro. Give me some quotables, niggas. Give me some like deep, not deep quotables, or something I could like put on a caption somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hey,
I want to hear you snap, bro. Like because I feel like he has that demeanor of like I don't know, a battle rapper type of nigga, but
I don't
I
think
just
so.
don't. He's not, but it's like on that album, it sounded like he was talking kind of greasy, and I was like, all right, let me, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I fuck with the album though. I fuck with it.
Yeah,
So
me
I guess
too.
it's whatever.
I think it's gonna grow on you even more, but
It's gonna grow on me, bro. I just want this man. I just wanted better shit on the album, bro. That's all.
well, he. I don't know. I don't know what else to say other than it was fire. For me, when I'm listening to
You think it
songs
was
anyway,
fire?
yeah, because like, but for me though, beats is like 80% of it.
It is.
Yeah,
It
so
is,
he killed.
and that's the reason. And that's the reason why, like, to me, bro. Listen, if you have 80% of fire beats, and you say like basic type of shit, like not really even anything that's like whatever,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep spinning that shit.
Yeah.
And like honestly, it's kind of like that original like Jeezy effect, like that Snowman type shit. But
Oh, I
even
thought you.
Jeezy,
I thought you said G Easy. I was like, hold on, what?
no, Jeezy, like even Snowman, his bars were simple, but it's like he still said some quotables. You feel me? Like he's not giving me no quotables. You know what I'm saying? Like talk that shit, nigga. Like play with give me some wordplay, nigga. Like if you, it's supposed to be a victory lap, nigga. You supposed to be like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel his vibe. I hear what he's saying, but like nigga, like show off, nigga. Like flex a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Don't just flex it the way everybody else flexing. You know what I'm saying? Like flex it everywhere, nigga. Like flex down the whole song. Like whether it's lyrically, delivery, whatever, man, flex, bro. Like you that nigga, bro. Like no one's touching you. It's a victory lap. That's that. I mean, and that's what I was anticipating. But whatever.
I like that idea. You know what? You've been watching the Olympics.
Oh shit, bruh. I saw this shit. You saw the little broom sweep called curling?
Yes, I was just want to ask you about that shit. That shit, does that not
Bro,
look fun to you?
that shit looks so fucking like stupid. But
Are
I
you
was
kidding
like,
me,
for whatever reason, I
bro?
was like hypnotized by that shit.
Bro, I want to do that shit. That shit is so much fun. Didn't even have a bar with that shit in it. That's a good drinking game right there.
It's like fucking shuffleboard, bro.
Yeah, I guess. But the ice
That's
makes
just like shuffleboard. It's like ice shuffleboard.
yeah, but the ice takes it to another level. So you need to have the ice. That's all I'm
Oh,
saying,
I'm not saying it does. I'm not saying it doesn't look some type of innocent. Bro, listen, I got hypnotized with that shit. I was like, what the fuck
bro.
is this shit? Why are they
You got a
scrubbing the
couple.
damn
You got a
ice?
couple drinks in you. You fucking shuffleboarding or what is it, curling? That shit is fun, bro.
Yeah, you're gonna hit every fucking like thing that's there.
Bro, it's gonna
You're not
just.
gonna be able to balance.
All right, so I'm going through my news feed right now.
And they're leaning over like for that, like, bro, and you're drinking, like, you're not.
All right, hold on. I just Trippy Red just called XXN 10 testicles bitch ass nigga. So hold on. I'm gonna show you this picture. It's pretty damning evidence. Just check your screen right there. You see this shit right here? Nigga, your whole careers are like. Oh, is that 6ix9ine? Wow. I don't know what's going on with these new rappers.
Bro, like, I can't keep up with this shit, bro. Everybody out here looking the same to me. When
It's
it comes
so
to
weird. The colored dreads. And
colored
then,
dreads, the tattoo on their face somewhere,
Bro.
some fucking
Should we get
colored
face
ink.
tattoos?
Should we get face tattoos?
We're in the
No.
workforce.
No, but I feel like getting tatted, but not on my face, nigga.
Bro.
Like,
If you're not getting a face tattoo, are you really a real nigga? That's the question you have to ask yourself now.
I don't need to be. If that's what constitutes me being a real nigga, then I'm okay now. Nigga.
I'm
Like,
not okay with not being a real nigga. I need it.
You know what? If certain defining things make me a real nigga, and that's one of them, I'm okay not being a real nigga. If
Bro.
that's what it is.
I can't believe you just admitted to not wanting to be a real nigga. That is disappointing.
It's
This
not
pod-
about me not wanting to be. It's more so about if it means something, I'd rather not.
If you were a real nigga, you would get that face tattoo. That's all I'm saying. So
Well, I
get
guess
the
there's a
tattoo.
lot of- I guess there's a lot of niggas who aren't real because a lot of niggas do not have face tattoos.
That's true.
Correct.
Not everybody could be a real nigga. Hence the face tattoo. Like I think
So
it's
that
pretty
means
simple.
everybody with a face tattoo is real. Is a real nigga. That's what she's saying.
I'm just saying, is that what it is? Is that the
I'm
defining
asking you,
characteristic?
that's what
I
you
don't
make it
know.
seem like.
I'm not. I'm just wondering. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying if I get the face tattoo, what are my job options?
your job options are few and far between, nigga.
Am I just gangbanging now? Am I automatically in a gang? Like, what gang is it?
You have to be an entrepreneur of some sort.
Yeah, I'm my own businessman now.
You are. That's because you just branded yourself.
Like, I don't give a fuck. That's exactly what it says.
That I don't give a fuck entrepreneurship, bro.
Yeah, it's like, I'm here to fuck shit up. No one ever sees a guy with a face tattoo. It's like, oh, this guy is a cool guy. This guy, he's level-headed. No. This nigga's a psycho.
That nigga does not have a 401k, bro.
Oh, for sure. Retirement? He doesn't even know how to get one. Oh, retirement fund? What the fuck is that? He didn't plan past the age of 30.
That nigga does not have credit, bro.
Yeah, credit. What is that? I've never had it.
I don't need no credit, nigga. I got cash, nigga.
Exactly. Nigga, I have cash my whole life.
Nigga, I steal your credit, nigga. Fuck
yeah, exactly. He's a fucking scammer. He doesn't know what a debit card is. He's like, what? Yeah. Bank account? Fuck you. Like, that's the type of person.
You mean the song that fucking 20 came out with? That's the only bank account he knows.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, shit.
This fucking ridiculous. G Herbo got arrested on some gun possession in Chicago.
What he's still doing there? What did you? He put out an album not too long ago last year.
Well, he put out an album, but it doesn't matter, man.
It doesn't
matter. You busting guns.
Honestly, I think this generation we have more rappers that are going in and out of jail than ever before. Am I? Is that a true statement? I really believe that.
I don't know. How can we verify that?
Because, like, think about it, bro. Like, even back when around the age of the Lil Waynes and the Kanyes and, I guess even J. Cole's, or I guess it's a little bit earlier, but I mean, think about when there were more rappers around.
Well, there's more rappers around now, though. And that's why more of them are in jail. Because there's more to pick from.
You're right. But even back then, like, but aside from, like, okay, there were probably more female rappers that were in jail back then than rappers than male rappers, back then. And even back then, I feel like there were just less rappers in jail, period. Because there were only so many female rappers back then.
No, but here's the thing, though. Because
listen, I could tell you who was in jail back then. I could tell you who was in jail. Motherfucking, what's that nigga, from, Cat, the nigga from Cash Money, not Soldier Slim, Turk, and, fuck the nigga name, nigga started to B. He was in jail. That nigga was in jail. Anyways, I think his name's Boogie or Ben or whatever the fuck. He was in jail.
It's not that many, bro.
That's my point though. Like, dog, there weren't as many like rappers that were in jail back then as there are now. We have way more rappers now, but I still felt we didn't have that many in jail back then.
We didn't have that many because back then there was all the rappers you knew of were big already, right? They're big and established, and they have like a system. There's money tied to them. You know what I mean? Like, there's an industry built around these people. So there's people making sure they don't go to jail. And now with SoundCloud rappers, with YouTube rappers, with all this shit, there's no industry around them. So it's like,
but they're getting all this attention from,
but attention doesn't mean you're gonna make smart decisions. Attention doesn't mean there's people watching over you. So it's like, G Herbo's got attention, he's got clout or whatever, but he doesn't have a team of people like, yo, we need to get you out of here. So that's why he's still going back to the streets and still doing street shit. So it's like, and you should have other people doing street shit for you, not you doing it yourself. But that's just. But hey, man, hopefully he figures it out.
I just, you're right. So there's more independent artists.
Yeah, everyone's independent now. It's like everyone's doing their own thing. There's like, historically, someone would be there to tell G Herbo like, yo, get away from the gun shit. If you're gonna be like, if you're worried about people trying to get you, hire some security or have your street niggas have guns, and like, that's it. You yourself will not be culpable. But there's no one telling these niggas that, and I don't understand why that's so fucking hard to understand. But it's whatever. Like, I'm just, whenever a nigga goes to jail now, it's like, whatever, nigga. Like, I don't care anymore, cause like you would figure it out by now. But hey, fuck it. And plus, it's a whole, we live totally different lives, so it's like, if you're used to having a gun on you and you feel safe like that, it's whatever. But
Right.
um, did you see the shit about teachers in West Virginia? They walked out over pay, and like, and this is after the school shooting shit, right, in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Trump's trying to have teachers have guns and shit. And so I was asking people this week, like, how much should a teacher get paid? What's like a real reasonable pay for a teacher?
It depends. Well, if you're talking about Florida,
Or just in general, like what should a teacher's salary be?
no more than probably at most about 47,000. At
What?
most 50K. Yeah, they
What?
don't
Are
get
you
paid
kidding
that
me?
much.
No,
They
I'm
don't
not
get-
saying how much do they get paid. How much should they get paid?
Oh, how much should they get paid?
Yeah, what's like a good wage for a teacher? Like, there's like, if you wanted our schools to be better, you wanted teachers to be like ballers. Like, you want not ballers, but you want teachers to be good at their job.
You want to feel like they're valued. I feel like I give them like at least 60, bro.
You see, I was thinking like 80K, right?
I mean, yeah, I mean 80, but then like
And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
but here's the thing: teachers unions make it hard to fire teachers and shit like that.
See, but the thing I was trying to be more realistic about what they could like get. Like I don't see 80K ever being
Why?
a salary that's going to be
That's
they're
not
going to have
crazy.
in the future.
80K is
I'm
not
not
crazy.
saying they don't deserve it, and I'm not saying they're not worthy of having that. But what I am going to say, I do feel like they could give these teachers 60K.
But 80K, you could get 80K. That's not crazy though. Especially,
teacher?
yeah,
As a teacher?
No, not like you can get it now. But I think getting them 80K does not seem insane. And it's like you need to make something you can live off
They
of.
make it seem like it's insane. Maybe because like I said, I'm not against teachers getting that amount.
You see, I'm not against it, but I think the reason why is because teachers unions in like New York and other places like that, you can't fire teachers. Some places you can't fire them, which is insane. So like they're getting paid shit money, so they stop doing better, and the school's getting fucked or whatever. But my thing is, you get teachers 80K, you were able to fire bad teachers, right? Like, you can be like, you're not performing, your students are stupid, you're fucking gone. Like, that would make it so people that are actually qualified would get the job. And it's like,
Right, and also I feel like it'll give some type of incentive to keep their 80K job. because they
exactly,
ain't running around here
you're
with
getting
80K.
paid. Yeah, you're getting paid good money, and you can get fired if you fuck up. So people that really care will be teachers now. You know what I mean? But
Right.
but like, if you're not gonna pay someone that makes 40K to watch over 20 students.
Who are bad as fuck. And
yeah.
depending on where you're
Yeah, depending
located.
where they are, they're bad as fuck. And then you're like, oh, now we need you to be strapped in case some niggas shoot the school up.
You basically having this nigga. They're basically missionaries now.
Yeah.
Like that's missionaries.
Yeah, you have mercenaries.
He
He said missionaries are spreading the good word.
I mean, they teaching something, nigga. But you gotta be careful wherever you're at, man, because you never know. You know, you look up one day, you're trying to sell you trying to make you a slave, and you know,
That
you
shit
have
is,
to be able to protect yourself.
bro. All right, so just check.
80K should be like the base for every location, because you know the cost of living like in California and New York is a little bit more expensive.
Yeah, but based off of but like let's just assume 80K in general. But check this out. We're just talking about teachers. I don't know what the fuck is going on in South Florida right now. The Miami Herald yesterday posted a story, and a dad concerned about gun posts turns his son in. Turns in his phone's son, and they found child porn on it.
Hold on, reread that again.
Concerned about gun posts, dad turns in his son's phone. Cops found child porn. So he's like, this nigga's posting gun shit on gun talk on his gunplay on his he's posting he's posting gunplay on his Snapchat. So I'm gonna turn in his phone. Hey, my son is listening to gunplay. Come check this nigga out.
But then I thought porn.
But then no, not just normal porn, child porn. So fucked up. So it's like.
What kind of fucking headline is this?
And this is in Miami.
Oh my gosh.
He's 18. He was jailed. He's a student at Michael Crop Senior High. Child pornography and improper display of a firearm. Wow, niggas are really bugging out here. What is going on, man? So on his Snapchat, he posted a picture with a gun on his lap in the car and says, "No, they watching, so I ain't stopping." That's the dumbest fucking logic ever. Do you see in this shit?
That's dumb as fuck. I don't even get that.
you are a bozo. You fucking. I know they're watching, so I'm gonna snitch on myself. You dumbass. So hold on, but now as a father, you gotta fucking see what your kids are up to on Snapchat, bro.
You know, you gotta monitor that shit now.
You gotta monitor Snapchat. Fuck.
Maybe Snapchat may put some, well, I don't know. They can't do anything.
You gotta follow your kid on Snapchat now. It won't be hard because if you have your kid's phone number.
Do you think Snapchat could regulate certain things you post?
No, they can't regulate shit. Snapchat used to be the app of choice for sending titties out. Like, so this is like, do you remember when Snapchat first came out? That is why I had a Snapchat. Like, oh, hoes is out here sending you nude pictures on here. I was like, oh, word? And that's why I had Snapchat. And because a girl told me to get it, and I'm like, I assume that's why this is for. And they quickly pivoted. You know what I mean? They pivoted from we send nudes here to we're family friendly, and we're making like face filters and shit. Now no one sends nudes on Snapchat anymore. Fucking horrible. I'm joking. Hey, this nigga has a multiple gun pictures. Do you see this shit right here?
This nigga look like fucking 007.
This nigga got 3 guns on him. What is he doing?
With a belt buckle, nigga. That
oh my god, Versace.
Where you going?
Yeah, what are you gonna do, bro?
Where you going dressed like that with those 3 guns?
Bro, you are a fucking psycho. What's wrong with this kid, bro? Niggas they just fetishize guns. I don't get it.
Oh, Mensa? Oh, that's Vic Mensa's.
Nah, don't do that to him.
Okay.
Don't do that to him. Don't do that to
I'm
him.
sorry.
Oh my.
What fucking shoes this man got on?
I don't know. Oh, how you wear a suit with fucking? Bro, you're a.
Yeah, you're a fucking.
You're a bozo. This is what.
Yo, what shoes are those? And you got.
He's got on Janowski's or those fucking polo shoes. U.S. Assassin polo. What is that shit called? Association polo.
U.S.
Assassin polo, bro. What is it?
I think it's supposed to be association.
Yeah, whatever, bro. Like,
and who's that? And she got her face.
Yeah. Sister. What's going on in Miami, bro?
Yeah,
what the
Bonnie
fuck?
And Clyde.
Look at this gun, dog. What is that? What is that? I don't know. I'm not a gun guy. I can't even talk.
And they got a full blown AK.
Got an AK and a shotty on his side. This is what rap is doing. I'm joking. It's
no,
rap.
No, you're
no, it's not. No, it's not. It's not.
Listen,
we can't blame rap. We can't blame rap for that. I'm joking. That's not real.
I'm not blaming rap. I'm just saying like this generation of rap, bro. Like it's a combination of things. So it's not just rap, bro.
Yeah, I don't think
it's not just rap. It's bro. Like that's just supposed to be. That's just cool now, bro. Like what makes this shit so cool now?
You just snitching on yourself.
Yeah, what make that shit cool?
Shout out to that dad though.
Yeah,
Shout out to that dad that
for snitching on his son.
Yeah, especially since you found child porn.
Yeah,
the nigga's not normal.
He's nasty for having child porn. They run around.
He's more than nasty. He's fucked up. You said nasty. Fucking the fucking understatement of the decade. This nigga's a full blown psycho.
That nigga's a fucking sicko.
He's a fucking sicko.
And I don't know, bro. I kind of want to. I don't know, bro. And I feel like these rappers. It's not rap.
It's not rappers. Rappers don't got child porn. You can't blame these niggas for this shit.
No, I ain't talking about just the posting the guns and stuff, bro. Like the rappers are.
Yeah, but that's just
of this generation.
Yeah, I get what you mean. That makes sense. Just like everyone wants to be involved in that gun talk, like, but you're not. Gun talk and gunplay. But that's the dumbest joke, but it's so fun. This shit is insane. How about the fucking Broward County sheriff that was strapped and on campus when the kids started shooting and he ran away? What the fuck? How much of a what the fuck? And then the same cops want to be like, oh, this is a pressure filled job. We got our lives on the line. Nah, psych, I'm banging it. Like this nigga is are you out of your mind, bro? Fucking insane.
That nigga forgot he was a cop.
Yeah, just fucking cleared it. A bunch of 17-year-olds getting gunned down. He's like, I'm out. What a pussy, bro. And these are the same people be like, oh, it's a stressful job. You never know what's gonna happen. And then it's like, and then some shit.
He didn't know that was gonna happen, bro.
Yeah, some shit. Yeah, some shit happens, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm nah, fuck that. I'm a human. I got scared. It's like, bro, it's one or the other. Either
You're right.
Either you're terrified all the time, and you shouldn't be a fucking cop, or you're really about that shit. So it's like, you see like SWAT shooting niggas down, and then you got a perfect opportunity to kill a nigga who's killing a bunch of people. This is what you're supposed to be training for, and nah, I'm out. But a black dude fucking sneezes, and they will gun the nigga down, turn him into Swiss cheese. It's fucking insane. God.
That's fucking crazy.
Fucking.
Yeah, I don't mean to laugh at that, but it's just like,
yeah, how it's funny how much of a pussy he is. Like, it's fucking insane.
That
and
nigga
I
took off running. That nigga forgot about he had a badge on and everything.
Right? And
you the most safest nigga here.
He was in the car. You the most well trained. You got on a bulletproof vest. You got a gun, and you stayed in the car, bro. You can stay in the car. That's fucking insane.
That nigga smart.
He's pussy as shit.
Nigga said I get shot.
Bro, turning your badge. Turning your badge and your gun.
Turning your badge, fail.
Bro, you are a bozo. Wait, get the fuck out of here.
You're in disgust, bro.
This shit is so insane. And there's so much crazy shit that keeps coming on about this Parkland shooting. Like, there's more stories coming out. There's these two kids that fucking crazy conspiracy theorists are saying that some of the kids are crisis actors. Have you heard about this? They're saying that they're faking it. It's like, what kind of fucking psycho comes up with that idea? It's like, oh, you niggas got gunned down. You're 18 years old and you're talking about how you think shit should be changed, and then just some fucking retard walks in and is like, nah, you're fucking faking it, bro. You're an actor. You're a fucking actor. It's like, what? So now people are harassing a bunch of 18, 17, 16-year-olds and saying, nah, that shit's fake. You're fucking faking it.
What are they trying to...
They're trying to say that they're acting so that they could get guns taken away from people or some shit. The niggas that want their guns so bad, it doesn't make any sense. It's like, we can at least make it harder.
Honestly, so they're saying that, but that did happen though.
The shooting happened. That's right. Clear as day. But these people are saying that the people that are talking about it were not there, and they are actors. The kids that are speaking,
they said they weren't there.
Yeah, they said, nah, nigga, you lying. Jeez. You don't go to that school. You know that. And all this shit is being proven wrong. But it's like, people like Alex Jones and shit are like saying, oh, this shit didn't happen. Which, like, it's like these kids that are talking about it, that are pushing for NRA change, they are faking it. That's what they're saying. Which is mind-boggling. Who the fuck thinks like that?
Yeah, they're faking it.
Yeah, it's like, how do you see a bunch of 18-year-olds crying on TV and you're like, bullshit? It's like, we didn't got reform. Bullshit. Like, what kind of psycho thinks that?
I don't know, bro.
Bro, this shit is crazy.
I feel like all this shit be happening around us all the time, and I just don't be experiencing any of it.
You just get,
which is good. Which is a good thing. I'm saying I want to, but damn, bro.
Yeah, like, it's so crazy how close that shit is to how where I stay and where I was. But it's like I don't know. Because it never feels real to you until it happens. And I was asking my brother, I was like, what if somebody comes to your school and starts shooting up? He's like, I'm just walking out. I'm like, you're a fucking dumbass. He's like, I'm just gonna leave. I was like, how? You're on the second floor. He's like, I don't know, I'll figure it out. I was like, you are so stupid, nigga. Kids just think they're invincible. People just think they're invincible. And it's like, you always think some shit won't happen to you until it happens to you.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I remember growing up and shit, like, it will always be the day where I'm like, oh, today's a great day. Today's wonderful. This is the best. It's amazing to be alive. And some fucked up shit will happen to me. Like, like I remember, like, clear as day, like, some days, like, one time I had, like, a great, I was playing basketball, like, in the hood, and, like, I was, like, actually busting these hood dudes, and then, pause, and then, And then I went home. I got in the car feeling good, like, yo, I just crossed the shit out of a bunch of people. I looked amazing. None of these niggas know me. They're gonna tell the story to their kids how some random nigga just came to the hood one day. And then I'm driving and I fucking get in a car accident. And it's like 20 minutes ago, I was having the best day ever.
You was on a high.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like you just like, and that day that the shooting happened was Valentine's Day. So it's like some kids like, oh yeah, I'm about to lose my virginity today. And then now there's a nigga shooting at the school. It's like this shit is like, right? It's like life just fucking turns so quick, and like no one ever thinks about that shit, and niggas just think like, oh, this shit will never happen to me until it happens. It's fucking horrible.
Yeah, I almost didn't believe that story, but then I realized, like, you have no reason. Those niggas that you playing with, they had to be trash as fuck as you out here crossing these niggas. They had it.
It's like, but you gotta understand, it's like, this was like, I was playing with people that suck, right? And then some better people came, right? So I'm like in the intermediate. I would never say I'm like an expert baller, or I wouldn't, because I've beat a lot of shitty people in basketball, and I've lost to a lot of really good players. So I know where I stand. So these guys were like just hood. They weren't good ball players. It's just like niggas.
He's just there playing.
Yeah,
he's on the court.
Yeah, so it's just like swole niggas that don't really know how to play, just like football playing niggas that. So it's like I got to get in my bag a little. I was like, oh yeah, like just some simple shit that I know how to do, and I had fun doing it. That's all I'm saying. So it's like I'm having a great time because you niggas don't know what's going on, and I know the basics of basketball, so I look lit. I'm like, oh yeah. And here's the beauty of it, like for me historically, niggas just kind of assume I can play just looking at me for some reason, and so they'll pick me up. I remember I was at a summer camp.
Bro, you come to the court with probably like some dope ass shoes, some shoes. That,
yeah,
like,
right.
You can't find somewhere.
I got the look.
Some fitted. And you got some fitted that you can't find like at fucking like a New Era or some shit or lids. Yeah. So it's like
that works out for me. So
it does.
But I remember I was at a camp, and it was at FAMU, and there's this nigga there. There's these niggas that played high school ball or whatever, and the FAMU basketball coach was out there, and when we were playing basketball, this is a science camp or some shit. This is like for black kids in STEM. So it's like we're not there to ball anyway, but we went to the courts to play, and so the coach is out there. So it's a couple of dudes that are in this camp that are like in high school, juniors, like 6'10", like 6'5", like these guys go hoop, right? So they want to show out for the coach just to get on the team or have him looking, right? So we start playing. They want to play a pickup game, and at this camp, there's this dude Solo. He found out I'm Nigerian, so he started calling me Muhammad because there's a bunch of Nigerians there. So this nigga's like, "Hey, yo, Muhammad, dog, come run with us. I'm like, I never played basketball at this point, right? Like I've only like dribbled the ball like recreationally. Like I can't dribble the ball between my legs, like a crossover. I don't know what it is at this point. So these niggas look at me, and they're looking for people to play. And remind you, this is a STEM camp, so it's like there's not a lot of niggas that look like they can hoop anyway. So it's maybe like 4 of us that look like they can hoop, and it's 2 of them that can actually hoop. So they pick me up like, hey, yo, Muhammad, bro, you got it, dog. Let's bust these niggas, right? Like pause. And and so every time they pass me the ball, I would just kick it back out, like make one move, kick it out, and like just keep moving, right? Because I knew I watched basketball, so I'd be like, hey yo, and I make like nice passes. So they getting their shots off, they're looking nice, and so they want to get me involved. They're like, oh yo, it's your turn. Like they're like, oh yeah, go ahead, kill him. They're like, oh yeah, it's your turn, bro. We look good. Now it's your turn. They're trying to share the ball. I'm like, I'm good, and I just keep on passing the ball. So they keep giving me the ball, like, hey yo, go off, bro, take off. It's like, you got it. The nigga can't guard you. And I'm like, oh, like I'm about to travel if you don't fucking get this shit out my hand. So I spent maybe like 40 minutes. We play a couple games, legit 40 minutes, just hitting these niggas with passes, and they're upset that I'm not going out. They're like, bro, you got it. Like, bro, just kill him. It's like they're so supportive. I feel sad that I can't ball out like they want me to. It's so bad. So after the game, like, bro, so this nigga Solo comes up to like, yo, bro, Muhammad, bro, you should have fucking killed him, bro. I was like, yeah, I wasn't feeling it, dog. Just like that. He's like, yeah, bro, whatever, dog. And he dapped me up. He's like, that was a good game or whatever. And I remember, I think, so that's how I spent like a large part of my childhood. Just like I look like I could play, and I will not fuck up. And niggas would just assume like I'm just chilling that day. That's how I got.
Fine, though,
that's
because even if because like G shit nowadays like dog, I'll pick a nigga like you because you know your limitations.
yeah, like niggas. That's
Like,
a
bro,
problem.
I can
Niggas is just want to try shit out.
Niggas don't know
Yeah,
they
right.
ruin the whole game.
Yeah, exactly. Like you suck. What are you doing? Like, why would you do that? You're embarrassing yourself. It's so silly, bro. Like, it's like I don't know. Do you think you're magically gonna get basketball skills by trying it out now? Like, if you don't got it, you don't got it. Bro, that shit is crazy.
Shit.
That camp was one of the craziest experiences in my life, because like the first time I was away from home for a long time, like without none of my parents and shit, and we had like a slap boxing tournament, and there's probably footage of this on Facebook, where I'm slap boxing this kid, and I for a second closed my fists. And I just whap right in his eye, and you just hear everyone in the video go, "Oh, these niggas ain't playing. These niggas ain't playing." I was like, "Oh my bad," and it's just like footage of me slapboxing people on Facebook. I really need to delete that.
Yeah, you probably should.
It's a bad look, but I don't use Facebook, and my shit is private, so I just think it's so crazy. Like, bro, I wish I had footage of me playing basketball back then. It was so bad.
I wish I had footage of me playing basketball at FAU because I'll probably be in my house just watching me.
The golden age.
Yeah, I mean,
Fucking.
not much anymore.
Bro, you could go back now. I heard. I heard it's not like it's the talent level is down.
I heard, but I
Hey,
don't
man.
care no more, bro. I just do it just so I can do it. That's what it is.
Oh man.
But is that the top of the hour?
Did we hit an hour?
Yeah,
We hit an hour, man. No. We calling it an episode?
yeah, we'll call it that.
All right. Well, this is another episode of Richlings podcast. Find us wherever you find podcasts. I don't know. If you're listening to this, you already found us. So who the fuck?
Good shit.
Yeah.
You're doing it. Dan.
Yeah.
You're blessed.
Yeah.
If
Thank
you're
you.
listening,
Yeah.
blessed.
Exactly. God bless.
And we thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm trying to get this shit out on time. It's another episode of Richland Podcast. We're out.
Rah.